Try to get rolling early. Get that proto belt in so he can just annihilate people.
W Max first to push on a budget is mid lane.
Yeah, Ian gets stunned up. Haru comes in, but immediately gets locked down by the parallel convergence. Flashes in, goes in with that resonating strike. And now Haru way too far forward, gets taken out. Ian comes up with the solo kill in the 1v2. First blood to MVP. He's looking to go pretty aggressive here. He's got the triple Doran's ring. Well, gang coming out into the bottom lane.
Beyond.
Gonna get locked up here. Polymorph coming through. Haru takes a lot of damage from the end of the line. He's gonna get taken out immediately as Beyond finds the kill. They're able to answer one back onto Max. Maha barely limps away with his life. Pop over the wall with a blast cone. Tidal wave coming in. Maha getting locked up. Bubble coming through as well. TP's gonna be channeled out. So far, double one coming through from MVP and Samsung. They're gonna have to turn around from this one, trying to peel back, keep themselves alive. Yep, now he's just going to go ahead and proxy out this wave. So there's nothing they can do. Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, actually, an engagement comes through as Haru helps pick up a kill here for Ruler as they take down Maha. Max does make it out with his life. But now they can put some pressure down onto that turret. Beyond's wrapping around, trying to
have teleport advantage as well. First brick would be a big advantage to Samsung.
See Beyond coming through, will have decent wave clear with the end of the line. Gonna go ahead, toss that one out. Meanwhile, Cube maybe gonna get solo killed up top here. ADD flash body slam comes through, takes him out. Impressive to say the least, finding that one onto a Nautilus.
First, we're gonna watch what happened bot lane, and well, that was great pathing from Haru to be there at the right time. They take down Maha through the ultimate.
They force him to cheat up.
What happened in the mid lane? We missed this.
Oh. Just barely missing a kill. The one pioneering the way with this Gragas. Maha, though, taking quite a bit of damage. You can see Ruler starting to play very boldly. Maha is already low. Haru and Crown now arriving. They kick him into the wall. Wild Growth comes through. The tidal wave won't connect, but it doesn't matter. Crown has the unleashed power.
Could be a big stun.
Get out with their lives. What about forward? Ian spreads a little bit of damage in, but takes a lot in return. Could snap back in, but he'd be in the middle of 4 members of Samsung.
But now they're also low mana around a turret.
Parallel convergence coming in. Ian gonna get the shield TP thrown down by Cube. Turret taking a lot of damage, but he should still arrive in time, and he does. Collateral damage tossed out by Beyond, but doesn't really connect onto anything. And now Haru's chasing in, comes up with the kill as he takes down the Grave. Stretch line comes in, barely clips Maha, but still gets him. Sonic Wave goes in, but Crown able to finish it off before the second connection there from the Lee Sin. Now pressure coming out in the mid lane. Ian gonna go ahead, dash back with the ultimate, trying to avoid that unleashed power. So it takes quite a bit. Haru trying to pressure Beyond out of the jungle, away from this turret. Pretty crucial wave clear on the side of MVP. Max going low. Ruler gonna jump forward, comes up with a kill with the arcane ship, but now has to get out of there, but actually can't do it. Maha finishes him off as he flashes away. Whereas the arcane shift comes through. Ian getting popped pretty low, but the unleashed power, but there's just not enough there from Crown to finalize the kill onto the Echo. Samsung want as much pressure as they can possibly get.
Cast again.
Throwing out the cast, just knocks away core JJ and Haru. Turret still goes down, but now Ian comes over the wall, proto belt in. As Ruler goes low, gets the shield coming through, trying to keep himself alive. He's getting chunked out, collateral damage takes him low, but Crown is able to finish off Maha. Now Haru going in, kicks back Beyond as he gets stunned by Crown, who comes up with the double kill. Can he find more? The answer is going to be yes. Triple kill on the board for the Syndra, and that is going to be a guaranteed Infernal Drake for Samsung.
Maybe this is a pick. They can't really look to any reliability when we get to the gauntlet phase. Samsung picking up an Infernal. Oh no,
I say
Lulu.
Guaranteed, but yeah, there was no smite available, and Max, he's done this before with Barons on Thresh, actually comes up with the Infernal Drake. Caster's Curse indeed for Samsung. Samsung want to approach this one, looking for some damage. So I'm not going to connect to get the flash away from Beyond.
Not even sure if there's any charges on the Sightstone left. Monitors are small, so I can't see if Max has any wards available.
Doesn't look like it. Ian going to get locked up. Can they finish him off in time? No, he's going to snap back. Big damage in onto Ruler. He jumps over the wall, but it doesn't matter. Ruler still has the damage. Go ahead and finish off that Echo. Rajab Raj coming through, chunking out Maha, getting through that shield offered up by the Lulu. Big pop up on the depth charge here onto Beyond. Cube still just tanking up in the front line, lands the dredge line, comes up with the kill. 3 already over to Samsung, not losing a single member. And now they will go ahead, turn on to this Baron.
Samsung bringing up the minions in top lane.
Things are getting exacerbated for them here. Crown barely going to avoid getting locked down by that parallel conversion. Still gets popped. Yeah, Beyond finishing him off with the collateral damage. Way too far forward, not respecting MVP.
No Zeal and Trinity Force anymore. As Maha's caught.
Comes down, yeah, Maha gonna get popped up there by the depth charge. Bubble as well connects. The Wild Growth comes through, keeping him alive at least for the moment. Ground gets jumped on by Ian, who will snap back. Just exchanging a bit of damage here. Seduda's fall down to about half HP.
ADD kind of just throw out a party cast for no reason. That's down now.
Didn't get much. Dredgeline comes through onto ADD. Ian gets jumped on, locked down, and he falls. He'll picked up, goes over to Ruler. Max trying to juke out as best as he can, but there's nothing he can do to avoid that arcane shift as Ruler picks up the double kill. ADD on the backside of the fight, probably going to be losing this Guardian Angel. Flashes over the wall, might actually take himself out to safety right at the end here. But the rest of Samsung will go in hard in the paint as they go inside the base. The unofficial triple kill going over to the Ezreal. Samsung, 50 seconds on Beyond, 30 on Ian. Do they just go for a victory right here?
Seems very likely. Maha lived, but like I said, doesn't have the damage to take anyone down, and now it's turned on.
There we go. Unleashed Power comes through. Guardian Angel gets popped. The wave moving up in mid. Samsung just biding their time, taking out this Cogmaw. Kathy gets surprised. Just going to get a little bit of damage in, a smattering of it. In onto Haru.
You want to keep the Guardian Angel up on Haru, so use the heal from Ruler.
Yeah, just trying to buy as much time and as insurance as they possibly can as they turn in onto these Nexus turrets. First one falls, second one going to follow suit. It's just ADD and Max against the world. And you have to say the game will be going over to Samsung. So a bit hard fought, actually. Well, return of Ian coming through. He's going to get popped immediately, though. Gets taken down by Crowd, and there we go. The Nexus will fall. 36.5 minutes on the clock. Samsung win game one.
All sorts of things going on the side of Samsung. Perfect draft to take the Talia in. And there's some more new stuff for Kilios.
All right.
Also on 7.5, there is the change to how the marks of the Kindred come through. It's level 2 down bottom.
Exhaust coming in onto Maha. He goes low. Ruler trying to get in range of that Rend. Won't be able to find it to get the damage in. So actually losing out on that exchange, and they're down the Summoner spell. Fishing gonna find Beyond here in the river, but
they want this really badly.
The gold card comes through from Ian. They might just have the damage to lock him down. W to try to cleanse off. Trying to zip his way out of here. A couple more hits will do it. There we go. First blood goes over to Ian.
Ian gets double buff as well. Neither had timed out, and Ambition is very much the standard Kindred pickup. Ambition's invading with no flash. That's
with no vision either, but Crown's actually here to back him up. Seismic Shove comes through, and Beyond's just going to get taken out. Good roam up. Didn't see him on the minimap, and Crown comes up with the kill. So what looked very overly aggressive from Ambition is actually geniusly played by Samsung. Coming through, Weaver's Wall coming down. Crown gonna jump over the other side, gets the cleanse off there on that gold card. Beyond going low, they're able to pop it right as ADD comes in off that Stand United. Now he's gonna have to Shadow Dash his way out to safety. We'll be able to hold on to that flash, but another kill goes over to Samsung.
And actually ADD would have wished that it didn't complete because he loses a full minion wave to the turret as well and must take the most defensive route through his own jungle to get there, so we'll miss out on the cannon. Bot lane.
Destiny into the bot lane, double flash away. Let's take them out to safety. Ruler's going to try to trade back a little bit of damage as Cubase now arriving with the TP. Bubble not going to connect. Ian takes a little bit here. TP canceled from ADD. We've been doing some good work here. MVP though, trying to get some work done as they go in onto this Infernal Drake. It's going low and Ambition's wrapping around to the side. Max gets chunked out by Crown.
Coming too.
In. Can he get the smite? Actually, it's going to be taken away by Crown. Picks it up for himself. Pulling thrown down onto Ambition. He's going to flash away. Wild cards will not connect, and he makes it out with his life. And man, what a steal! Just completely unexpected. Crown takes it out.
I'm sure you can if I ask you to.
Even then, it'd probably just sound like a...
Can you sound Jersey? Can you say Jersey the way they say Jersey?
Jersey?
Yeah.
New Jersey. Crown though. Shoving in on the Ian. One more hit'll do it. Flash away, but he's got a Weaver's Wall right away in.
No. Yes.
Oh, that was a pretty bold Stand United there from ADD, trying to keep him alive, but still goes down. Nicely done, Crown, picking up the solo kill.
It's in walls of life. That was certainly a wall of death coming through from Crown. Really don't want to be using Stand United this early for saving. It's much better as a vessel or a taxi to go in. And speaking of coming in.
Yeah, it's going to be Destiny coming down from Ian. Locks up. Ruler should have the kill to help the calling, and they do. Wild Growth thrown down onto court JJ, but he gets taken out. 2 kills. Very swiftly picked up here by MVP as they try to look for that first brick.
They really do not want this turret to go down.
Yeah, CP's coming through. Crown wrapping around from the backside. Couple more hits on the turret would take it out. Ambition's jumping in. Really deep teleporting in underneath the TP. Comes in from ADD. Crown trying to take out Beyond, but he's got the Lamb's Respite to keep himself alive, at least for the moment. Jumps off it, gets that very slight heal, but ADD is getting duoed at the same time as Crown just keeps all remaining 4 members of MVP busy. Comes up with 1 kill, 2 will go down in the end. 2 kills for Samsung off the backside of the first break, and now they might be looking for a turret of their own.
JJ put a skill shot over, and if I've learned anything from recent games, it was almost a steal.
Especially when MVP's in the game, it's almost always a steal. As Weaver's wall thrown down, but Maha and Beyond, they can just leap over that, but the turret should still fall. Samsung having to peel back, not a wave coming in, Bubble gonna be flashed away by Crown as he stays alive. Shadow Dash coming through, locks up Ambition, who's still in the front line, has to flash away, barely makes it out with his life. As Crown just continues to zone them back with the threaded volleys. MVP cannot chase in for the kill, but they also don't lose that turret.
Ambition, Ruler was staying bot lane. It's actually a big mistake from Ian. Flashed for a blue card to pick the wrong card.
Juve poking it from the backside, just trying to zone them off.
Once again, MVP, no vision on the map at all. Destiny will give them that vision.
Yeah, the bubble comes down, not going to connect. Destiny has been channeled in. It's going to be Ian coming in from behind. Can he get a good enough angle here?
Wow.
United coming through. He's going to try to sprint in, get close enough. ADD now arrives, locks down Crown, who might just get popped immediately, and he does. ADD comes up with a kill, but several members of the MVP still going low. The Shen falls. Beyond the backside of the fight here still has the Lambs fight ready to throw him down, but MVP instead, they're just going to have to kite back towards that inner turret to keep themselves safe. And they might have
Weaver's
to here.
wall.
Yeah, Weaver's wall thrown down, just trying to zone them away by the look of it. Maha can go ahead, dash over. They force the flash away from Max. That'll be a nice little takeaway, but Samsung, do they go straight back over towards this Infernal Drake? Looks like the answer might be yes. Stand United and TP are available from ADD, but because of his, because of the ward placement, he's definitely gonna have to use the Stand United. See, Beyond is coming in, gonna be looking for the steal. Can't find it though. Ambition able to smite this one away. Beyond inside the pit, gonna get popped up here. As they do take him out, the Lambs from Spite won't even come down, and Crown is just helping Cuvee zone the rest of MVP back. Flashes over the wall, actually does find a kill onto Maha as Ruler falls. But Ian will pay for that one with his own life. A double kill off screen coming through for Crown. 4 members dead. It's just ADD left alive. Samsung might be looking to break the inhibitor line in 23 minutes.
Yeah, whenever Maha dies, it's not much consistent damage. Even Beyond's items really haven't taken him to being relevant. Not convinced with the first Kindred we've seen in a long time. And Samsung will break the base. Still very early in the game. It's only 23 minutes in. And even though MVP have done some cool stuff, including, I guess, Shen stealing away a red buff, they will have their base broken. And double Infernal Drake for Samsung as well. I guess you build Hex Drinker and hope for the best. It's about the best you can do.
That sounds like a pretty poor plan. That's your last-ditch effort. Destiny coming out. It's going to be the Stand United coming through as well, but they're really only able to find poor JJ.
It's Crown.
Fate's Call comes through, keeping him alive. Ian tries to make it onto that Lambs from Spite, but just cannot do it in time. Gets pooped right back off, and he goes down. Max will get caught out for the double kill. As Crown rips through him with a threaded volley. Cuvee, participation not required, just chilling out in that bottom lane, clearing out the waves as best as he can. As Samsung picks up 2 more kills plus a turret, and they can go ahead and look straight over to Baron.
Crown all over the place. Crown really wants MVP, it turns out.
Yeah, well, Weaver's wall coming through. They'll go ahead and cut him off, knock down the turret, which means they can set up for the inhibitor and then rotate right over to mid lane where the wave's getting ready to crash. Crown just zoning them back. Nobody can walk into that threaded volley because it's just going to rip them down to about half HP. The Hunt coming through, calling thrown down. It'll be the tidal wave out from Max as well. Twist advance forward, they lock down ADD. Emshin coming through with Lambs from Spite on top, just to try to pop him up as much as possible. Maha getting seismic shoves, he goes low, pops the heal to try to stay alive, but at Samsung, they might just try to finish this one right here on this push. 27 minutes on the clock, and Emshin coming down, popping Cuvee back up, making him relatively healthy. Seismic shove connecting in onto Ian. As the Stand United comes through, trying to keep that Twisted Fate healthy as possibly can be. Right now, final Nexus turret, just about at half HP. They're waiting for the wave to crash. Comes in, Baron Empowered Minions, gonna help them take this one up. Shadow Dash coming in, locks up Cuvee only, and that's ADD paying with that for his life immediately. As Crown finds yet another kill, 13-5, 28 minutes, not even on the clock, and Samsung come up with a very swift 2-0 victory, and they will lock themselves into second place. Joel, go ahead, take us away with the translation. We'll hear from the man himself.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Joel with your interview translations once again. We are here with Samsung Galaxy picking up a 2-0 victory against MVP, and we are here with today's MVP crown for the interview. Congratulations on the win. How do you feel? 2-0 always feels good. And I think, a quick and speedy win also makes it feel better. You seem like you were smiling the entire time in that series today. Were you in a good mood today? Yeah, I think looking at the damage chart made me smile a lot. And, I have to give my credits to my teammates always supporting me, allowing me to have a good game. And it was a good game overall. Seemed like you were doing 1v9 on that Champions today you played. And Samsung is known to be a team that has a little bit of a different team color than the other teams in the LCK. But how do you describe your own team? Yeah, I think MVP is one of those teams that you're talking about, with a different color like you're mentioning, but we have to always look for Joker cards and always look for, things that we might not expect from them. We always have to be ready for those things, and that's how to, best handle MVP. And the first game, we saw that, Gragas and Echo, and we saw a lot of those things that, could initiate back and forth again. But how did you decide that game regarding that composition? When we compare the team composition of both our teams, and we thought that our team composition would be stronger in a 5v5 team fight, and that's kind of what we lean towards to contribute to our victory. And I think continued team fights that went to our success really helped us win. We have a video highlight of Crown's plays. And the team seemed like it wasn't forced by you guys, but somehow you guys came back to win this one. Yeah, I think we were very fortunate with how this turned out, because I don't think it should have turned out this way. And we were kind of retreating back at first, but things happened for us, and it got us a good opportunity to come back and initiate back, and we were very fortunate with that. You were pretty aggressive with your pick today, but MVP kind of countered back, trying to pick the Echo into it. How was that? I think both champions are really skill cap champions, and with the Echo, it can be a counter, but as long as you are careful with it and know how to handle it well, you just need to be cautious of the key plays that it can make, but otherwise it's something that you can handle pretty well. And I think as soon as one gets the advantage over the other, you just keep snowballing that to a bigger advantage. I think you're trying to describe me as perfect, but there's no perfect in this game. Continuing on the second game is Talia, which you showed us today. And one thing that surprised us more was the Kindred and the Kalista pick that we saw. Yeah, we had no idea the Kindred was gonna come out, and we just picked the Kalista just for the team composition, and it really contributes well. Is Kalista okay right now? Well, I'm not a bot lane user, but communications with the team, I heard reports that Kalista is okay. And but once again, I'm not an ADC, so I don't have much knowledge of that. And second game, you really dominated the game. We can look at a video highlight to really look at that. This is a solo kill to start it off. How did you know? When did you know you were gonna get the kill right there? Yeah, I was looking at the bot lane, and the laning phase was okay for them, and it allowed for me to go in aggressively without worrying. And with the items that I had at that moment, I knew that I could face 1v4 without fear. seemed like all the opponents were running away from you regardless it was 1v4. Yeah, I think everybody was, all the opponents were really focused on Shen, and they really, you know, let me free and, you know, allowed me to put in a lot of DPS on that one. Crown, your plays and your performances overall are really highly rated, and do you want to have any reasons for how you're performing so well? I think it's just being fortunate. Most of the things, you know, getting good opportunities and being fortunate at, you know, key moments, you know, allows me to look good and, you know, makes my performance look good. But I think, you know, trying to keep calm at, you know, all the time. I think, you know, trying to be greedy doesn't really help your play, but, you know, kind of letting it go at times when you really need it and being calm really actually lets you play much better. And maybe that's a tip that, you know, I could share with you guys. But I think, you know, just kind of letting it go, letting it all go really just helps me play much better. I think even with the practice, I practice much less than I practiced last year, and I feel like, you know, when I get sleepy, I just feel like, oh, I need to go to sleep, and I just go to sleep. But, you know, don't worry too much. I don't worry too much about the practice time in numerical aspects of it. But when I do practice, I do put in a lot of effort, and, you know, for the time that I do, I put in a lot of concentration. And I think, you know, with a little bit of luck, I think I'm having good times. And it seems like, you know, your other laners were having a hard time compared to you. But what was the reaction with that, you know, with the other teammates struggling? But I think, you know, our team has a lot of trust, and, you know, especially with Cuvee, who doesn't really play a lot of tank champions, I think he has more trust in our teammates that, you know, they could also carry in addition to him as well. And really, he trusts us to do well, so he goes for those tank lanes. And I think, you know, even we can see during practice that he's going to show really good performances in times to come. So you got a very clean win in the series today and confirmed that second place spot. Would you like to say something to your fans out here today? We always thank you for your support. And we have one game left of the regular season. We want to do our best in that. And even in the playoffs, when we go up to that, we're just going to continue to do our best so that we can get the best results possible. So that's the end of the interview. Back over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Joel. So yeah, Samsung one win away from finishing off the regular season here, and then they can look forward to that playoff spot. I mean, granted, they're probably already going to be starting the plan for that semi-final, you'd have to expect, as they are going to be locked into second place.